the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get the first possession of the game. Give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Slithers into space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in, it's Welch. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blow. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Duke Blue Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rushes on him. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the left side. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Texas! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pace. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there untouched and gets the sack.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Blue Devils are on the move. To the air on first down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned down Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Welsh. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Oh, he's got some space. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if he can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime and get a little juju going.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Camarda. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Blue Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They want to throw it. Gets it to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive, right?
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass on second down. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Winston. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback gets enough. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about the bomb, the Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Flips it out on the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Duke! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That's caught. It's Winston. Just a quick, rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to throw on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Bray. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Trying to run it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pace. And the returner is stopped. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked. And
we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He's open on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. There's a heat. the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Pressure coming.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. By himself, he makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll pull it on the read. On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Get set, get set.
Going to swing it on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Camarda. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. From the gun. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. They'll go with a quick touch pass. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The give as they work on that clock. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the run, it's Bray. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. Inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's pace. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 15, he's loose. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running into the open space.
The return is tackled down at the 37, and the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Bringing the heat. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.